Hello, and welcome back to, I think, part 2 of Skyward Sword, where we just left off. We were getting an interesting, mysterious calling from this door. So let's go follow that. Ah, ghost. It's a ghost. Zelda's ghost. She fell below the cloud lair. Now she's come back to haunt me. Ah, not a ghost. Anything but a ghost. And it looks like a robot ghost. It's a ghost in the machines. Okay, so I think down there is blocked off, so I can't actually go there. I can, however, go this way. Oh. Right, that's blocked, so we gotta go this way. I almost forgot about this. I think there's a little something back here, right? No? Okay. I thought there was a little something back there. Little secret to find. Guess I'm wrong, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Angry kitty. Angry kitty. Angry kitty. Angry kitty. Back. I think, is there something down here? Can't remember. Is this? Yes, there is stuff down here. Ow. Yes! We must destroy the cat. I have a solution to our problem. I have a solution to our problem. Come here, cat. Come here. Land. Come. Come where I can see you. I have a solution. Bye. Don't worry, they can fly. They can fly, I think. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Right? Right? Oh, I may have just... Oh no. Oops. Ah, keys. Out of here. Ooh, free money. Okay, up we go. I'm not going after whatever that is. Whatever it drops. There we go. Okay. Floating islands everywhere. It's just like Minecraft. Oh good, some health. There we go. I only need one. Here we go, right into the statue of the goddess. Here goes. Here we go. So, I mentioned earlier that there was no it's your destiny thing, but there is. But it's done in a way that it feels like that destiny really interrupts Link's life and Zelda's. So it's a bit different than in most Zelda games where it's I mean, I guess in Ocarina of Time, the Great Deku Tree dying interrupts Link's life, but like you don't get to see that life as much. And I guess this also is true of Skyward Sword, but again, it's something that sort of feels hinted at from the start of the game. I don't know. I just really like Skyward Sword. So I need to raise the sword skyward. Oh, okay. So it needs to be a skyward sword. So I need to... There we go. Okay. Okay, careful. Oh, there we go. No, almost, almost. There we go. Oh, look at that. Ah, oh, so beautiful. It'll take a little bit of getting used to, again, but once I get the hang of raising the sword, should be no problem. I know that's another complaint that a lot of people have, but I feel like once you get used to it and once you sort of figure out exactly where you need to hold the Wii remote, I feel like it's really not that big of an issue. It's a little bit annoying at times, but other than that, I think it's not really a problem. Great Apocalypse. Uh-oh. Hmm. that's something else I gotta really give this game credit for, is the way they do flashbacks. Instead of having it be just a flashback to the whole screen in grayscale or something, instead it's done with just the character models on a black background. Because if you think about it, if you try to think of an event that happened long ago, or even just minutes ago, you can't paint a full picture of that scene. You can paint a picture of the really important stuff, like the people or certain objects that really relate to it, but you can't really image that perfect scene of exactly how everything went and where exactly everything was. So in a sense, the background is sort of blurry and not really there. And all you can remember the best are the important things. So I think that that's the right way to do a flashback, in my opinion. And I think it works really well. An ancient stone tablet. Okay. Oh, I was gonna suggest we just take it outside and throw it at the sky and just throw it off like the cat. Just goes just straight through the cloud barrier and opens a big hole. Just throw it right off the edge. Just yeet it right off. Oh, the emerald tablet. Now I just need ruby and sapphire. It's just like Pokemon. Just like Luigi's Mansion. Just like Pokemon. Okay. So, let's do this. There we go. Not too bad. First try, didn't even have to fiddle with it. I still got it. Okay. I feel like, compared to other Zelda games, particularly compared to Breath of the Wild, this game has a much more magical feel as opposed to a technological feel. And something about that I like. I like the whole idea of it all being powered by magic or by the goddess or whatever. I really like that. It just adds a lot of mystery to it. It's really cool. There are parts that are more technological, though. Okay. Very big rolls. Eternal rolls. Cinnamon rolls. Barrel rolls. We have many cinnamon rolls to play in this great destiny. It's so much. Okay, so do I go with the complaining answer, the straight up defiant answer, or do I just go, okay, sure, why not? I got nothing better to do. Might as well, you know, go on a big adventure. I mean, beat sitting around getting bullied by Groose all day. Hmm. Here we go. Yes, I will save right here. Look at that snazzy uniform. As if Link was born to wear it. I get that reference. It's because Link's always worn green. Except for that one time he didn't. And he was split into 4 people. That was an interesting time. And I think, I can't remember if every time I open this I get, yes! Free money. My closet is an infinite money generator. Okay, so let's go. I can't remember who. Oh, hi. Hi, Fletch. I think that's your name, right? Oh, yeah. So on the adventure pouch, that's something else that Breath of the Wild drew from this. The idea of having a limited number of spaces. First of all, the ability to carry multiple shields and to have a customizable inventory. Secondly, shields breaking down and needing to be repaired. Thirdly, it also took the whole ability, the whole limited item slot thing. So you have a limited number of slots that you can put stuff in, so you have to figure out what you need and what you don't need, and what you need to leave behind in the item check and what you don't. Sort of like how in Breath of the Wild, you have to seriously think about your inventory and think about, do I really need this tree branch, or can I leave it behind in favor of a traveler's sword? That was something that I feel took inspiration from this. So, I personally feel like Breath of the Wild has a lot to owe Skyward Sword in terms of where it got a lot of its ideas. And I think that it should be at least mentioned or thought about when thinking about Breath of the Wild and the impact it had on people and how much people liked Breath of the Wild. I think it's good to at least think about where a lot of those ideas came from. What's going on? Why isn't my sword? Oh, I can't draw a sword in here. I'm over here trying to draw my sword inside, but I can't. Okay, and I think I get a free shield, right? Get a free shield. I just gotta go up here. Do I talk to you for my free shield? Yes, you give me a free shield. Thank you. I needed that. think I got it. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay. Column of light has appeared to the south of our location. Nice. Okay. Sorry about that. My PC is saying it is low on storage, so I'm gonna dismiss that for now. I'm assuming it's because of recording videos, so I'll probably have to figure that out later. I think I know the problem. I will be a moment here while I fix something. Really quickly. Yep, that's probably the problem. No, maybe not. Still wouldn't hurt. Okay. I think I needed to empty my recycle bin. Didn't have a lot in it, but that should help at least a little. And I should have enough storage space to save this one. Okay, so I think I need to get a potion first. Would be nice to have that. Have a nice little potion to work with. First, I want to talk to you. Let me upgrade gear. I don't think I can yet because I have literally no materials, but I at least want to see what I'm gonna need. Okay, so I'm gonna need amber. Okay, I can upgrade that pretty soon. I just need to get a few amber relics, a few monster claws, and a few jelly globs, which shouldn't be too hard. Especially not the jelly globs. The monster claws might be a little bit difficult, though. The amber relics also should be easy to find. They usually are. Oh, yes. Oh, I really love the dynamic music of the Bazaar. It's beautiful. Only 1 rupee? That's a steal, sure. Okay, so I am gonna get a heart potion here. No, that's the stamina. I need to talk to you first, I guess. Getting ahead of myself. Yep. Very nice. An empty bottle right off the bat. Nothing. Bye. Of course I jest. You're right. She did. That's like the second insult I've been given. Does just everyone insult Link around here? It's like, oh, I mean, your bird seems to be fine, but I don't know about you. Oh, you're gonna need my potions. Thank you for pointing that out. It's just everyone is so passive-aggressive. Okay, which I can't do because I don't have any bugs yet, and I don't have a bug net to catch bugs. So the only bugs I'll be able to catch will be ones that I don't have. Excuse me. Actually, I don't think I can catch any bugs yet. That's something else that Skyward Sword brought in that Breath of the Wild later took and expanded on, is bugs and using them for potions. In Breath of the Wild, you make potions using bugs, but in this one, you sort of just use them to upgrade potions. But that's still something that was taken from Skyward Sword. Oh, I can pick up bugs. I can pick up this nice little sky stag here, which will be useful later on. And just the whole idea of having a materials system in general was taken straight from Skyward Sword by Breath of the Wild. Okay, so we're gonna want to hop off of this platform here. And away we go! Yeah, nah, doesn't. Or does he? I can't remember. No, he does. And he gets... Instead, he gets praised for being a hero. Meanwhile, everyone of Skyloft is just completely oblivious to everything Link does. Aside from the favors that he does directly for them. Oh my goodness, this theme. This theme. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you want me to... Yeah. So they say portal, and immediately that brings to mind the idea of a portal as in gateway that you go through to reach another realm. But I believe the original meaning of a portal is just like a doorway. So it really is a portal. It's an opening that you go through. Yeah, he does. He does. Midna gives Link a lot of flack. But Fi doesn't do that. Instead, Fi helps you out a lot by reminding you kindly that the batteries in your Wii Remote are nearly depleted. Often. I mean, hey, that Wii Motion Plus has got to take up a lot of energy. Not that I mind it, because I freaking love the Wii Motion Plus. It's just... It was extremely underappreciated, I feel. Yes, Fi is a robot. Before robots even existed. Oh, but in all seriousness, yeah, I think the Wii Motion Plus is extremely underappreciated, and I think Fi is also extremely underappreciated. Because, like, first off, you won't have to complain about Fi reminding you about your Wii Remote batteries being almost dead. if you freaking change the batteries in your Wii remote. And secondly, I feel like more often than not, Fia is actually genuinely a helpful companion to Link. There we go. Plus, something else I like is just the whole having to swing your sword in a certain way motion. It's not a sort of just general swingy swing all over the place like Twilight Princess is with its motion controls. It's very deliberate, very precise movements. Ooh, Jelly Blob. I'm gonna need that to upgrade my shield. Okay. So here we are. Ah, once again, Link with his, Yeah, they have problems with Skyward sword slashing. But really, I think the problem is people just want to waggle the Wii remote all about, and then they complain about the motion controls not working. That's not how you play the game. You play the game by looking at how the enemy is holding their weapon, and you have to precisely decide which way to swing the sword. And I think it's a really fun, really cool mechanic that I think people don't like because they're just lazy. I mean, yeah, you could go waggling your Wii remote all over the place. Don't take that out of context. Or you could precisely decide, not precisely, deliberately swing it in certain ways so that you can get it right. And I'm over here swinging my Wii remote about in very specific ways as though you can all see me. Forgetting I don't have a webcam yet. Eventually I'll get on that. But yeah. Yeah. You gotta swing it like a real sword. And I think that's where people get hung up on it, is that you actually have to swing it like a sword. And that's where I think it's fun. It's like, okay. So, people like to look at Beat Saber, and they like to look at, wasn't there a Star Wars game that came out for VR recently or something? People like to look at VR, and they like to go, it feels like I'm actually swinging a saber or a sword. It feels like I'm actually there and actually making actions. The Wii Motion Plus is just VR without a headset. It's precise motion controls that make you feel like you're actually performing an action. It's just there's no headset. Something else I like about Skyward Sword is, so fall damage is generally something done for carelessness. So if you're careless and you jump off a ledge, you take fall damage. Skyward Sword, instead, you can deliberately jump off a ledge. And I'm moving my left arm here, so Link's gonna be doing the shield stuff, because I do stuff with my hands when I talk. You can deliberately jump off a ledge, but as long as you're careful and you make sure to use the sailcloth, it's fine. Your punishment comes from being careless and just jumping off ledges without using the sailcloth, or from being careless or being daring and trying to use the sailcloth too late. I mean, I have this thing telling me to unleash an evil aura's power. Maybe I should just walk away. I don't know. I'm gonna give this strange evil spirit talking to me, from this strange evil radiating spike in the ground, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. See? Listening to demons always works. And it's always beneficial. Really, you're sensing an error. I think that's one my one complaint about Fia is sometimes she just points out the completely obvious. Like, yeah, it changed in the area that was triggered by my Skyward strike. Really, you say, as geysers push up air all around me, visibly. That's fair. That's fair. I like the idea of dousing. It's just, if you've played the game before, like I have, dousing becomes pretty useless. But for a first-time player, dousing is really useful because you don't know where to go. So instead of going around and talking to people or looking at a hint saying, here's where you go, it's, okay, we're gonna guide you along where to go by setting objective points that aren't directly marked on your map. So you have to figure out exactly where this dousing is leading you and how to overcome the obstacles in your way. And I think it's really cool. I think it's a really different mechanic. Okay. So, plus this dousing is really useful for other things as well, such as finding particular objects. Ooh. Here's a story. So we have, I'm gonna put it to viewing so that we don't have that. Yeah, it's sort of like that. It's sort of guiding you along, but it's not holding your hand. Like, look at those cave drawings. I think that's really cool. I also have a feeling that that rock right there just really sort of stands out and doesn't really fit in with the overall aesthetic of the coloring, painted color. But look at this. Look at that. See, that works really well, because, like, not only is the game already in a style that if you look closely here, it looks watercolored. Like, ordinarily, you take rock, okay? So you paint it just gray. Nah. In an oil painting or a watercolor painting, you use other colors to make that gray. So if you look closely, you can see purples, you can see a bit of blue right there, a bit of yellow, and it all comes together to make this sort of gray, and it sort of just makes the world look really expressive and very vibrant, and I love that. So that's just one of the things. Yes. I'm sorry. I love the art style of this game so much, just because of just how vibrant it is. But it's not blaringly vibrant like Wind Waker. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Wind Waker's art style. But it's blaringly vibrant in that everything is one-toned, you have textured stuff like that. This is vibrant to a whole nother level of just so many different colors to make up one shade, like right here. So this is rock. Normally you'd have shading through a filter. That's not what's happening here. The shading on these rocks, the sort of green shading from the light passing through the trees, that's not through a filter. That's a texture right there. That is a texture of rock that has been very deliberately done so that it has that sort of green shading. And I personally feel that when it comes to doing art like that, that's gotta be difficult. To just try and create shading like that on an object, as opposed to, oh, that's a mistake. As opposed to just saying, okay, well, we're going to add a filter here. We're going to add a light filter, or we're going to add a shadow here. To instead make that shadow part of the texture. I find that really cool. And I think that's something that Breath of the Wild does really well as well. Because some of the cliff faces, they make it look like there's geometry without there actually being geometry. They make it look like there's depth without there actually being depth. Like right here. Of course, they aren't going to individually model each and every one of these tiles, but instead the texturing makes it look like there's a crack right there in the tile. Something else I want to point out is earlier I mentioned the different symbols of the medallions being on the statue of the goddess's sort of dome. Right here is the other symbols. So that one's definitely the shadow temples, the shadow medallion. That one's the fire medallion and the ice medallion, or water medallion. Not ice. It looks like ice, but it's water. So they have those on there as well, which is a detail that the first, 2 times I played this, I completely missed. So it's just a game filled with so many little details like that in the art style that you just end up missing unless you really look for them. Yeah. Right there, the paneling along that wall there. They didn't have to texture that to be so robust. They didn't have to add that mossy texture to that bird face up there. They could have just left it as just plain. They didn't have to add that mossy texture to the gold trimming. They didn't have to do any of that. But they did. Because they wanted to make this game look nice. They wanted to make it look detailed and pretty without it being hyper-realistic. Which is something that I feel like a lot of games don't really tend to do, is they try to go for realism when they go for detailed, as opposed to more fantastical. It's like the difference between a piece of art that's drawn to be realistic and a piece of art that's drawn to look like an oil painting. Both are realistic, or both are detailed, but one of them is stylized while the other isn't. And that's where I think Skyward Sword's art style really, really shines through, is in all of that kind of just little stuff, the little tiny things that just make the whole world feel alive. And I really love that. Breath of the Wild is detailed as well, but I feel like it can't be as detailed because it's such a massive world. So if you were to have every section of that world filled with detail on the textures and in the models and all of that, it would be very difficult. Where Breath of the Wild's detail comes in is in the amount of models and the map and where items are placed and that sort of detail, which is a different kind of detailing and a very cool kind of detailing, but it's a different detailing than Skyward Sword's. Like, for instance, they could have just put scribbles on that door back there. They could have just put scribbles there. But instead, what they did was they actually put a written language on there. They actually worked out characters. And I'm sure if you really tried or you really wanted to, there's some way to actually decipher that. I'm pretty sure people have in the past. Like, they did it for Ocarina of Time's version of Hylian. They did it for Breath of the Wild's version of Sheikah writing. Which just adds that much more detail. When you create an alphabet for your game that actually means something. Not to mention, there's stuff I don't want to spoil, but I just want to say right now that there's a lot of details that you miss on your first playthrough because they come into play later. But they're there in the beginning. They didn't have to put those details there in the beginning, but they did. And when you go through for a second playthrough, you notice those details because you look for them, because you're like, well, this happened later in the game, so I wonder if they show that earlier on. And then you go and you look, and they do. I'm not going to be highlighting that because I don't want to spoil the game for anyone who hasn't played it, because I know there are not a lot of people, but there's a good amount of people who played Skyward Sword but never finished it just because of the motion controls, because the motion controls were a huge turnoff for people. Which is why I want to play this so badly, because I actually really enjoy the motion controls. And there's so much more to this game than just the first couple of hours that I feel a lot of people missed because they didn't like the motion controls. Something else I feel this game does very well in comparison to Ocarina of Time or Breath of the Wild. Maybe not Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild did a good job of this, but Skyward Sword lets you learn about the characters as you go, just like in a real relationship or friendship or anything, as you learn about a person. Instead of just right off the bat getting to know everything about the person and saying, okay, here's your attachment to them now. Instead, what it does is it gives you just characters like this. Just gives you a character, gives you a little bit about them, says, hey, here's this character, they're gonna do this. Then lets you forget about them for a little while. And then brings them up later, and you learn more about them as you go. And it just sort of all ends up building on itself to create a sort of attachment to the characters. Which is why I keep coming back to Skyward Sword, because it just feels like a world that you get a chance to actually learn about, and you get a chance to get attached to. Okay, so I'm gonna mark right there. Oh. Nope, I meant to. I just forgot the, I forgot the button, even though you just said, but I wasn't paying attention because I was rambling about how much I said it over X. I said it there. It was close enough. Fine. Okay. There we go. Magic braid. That's something else I like, is that little line there. All your answers will be questioned in time. I mean, all your questions will be answered in time. And they really do get answered. I'm not going to spoil what the answers are, but I am going to say that any questions that the player might have do get answered. And I just really like that. I think that's really cool. So it feels like, the writing feels like actual people. And it feels like someone that you could get to know. And I really like that. Okay. Nice. Okay, here we go. Our first battle with some real enemies. Nope, nope, okay. There we go. Something else is, if you'll notice, when I move my sword to a certain area of the screen, the enemy will do it too. So you have to really think about how you attack, because you have to trick the enemy into letting their guard down. Come on. Or you have to wait for the enemy to go back to attack, and then attack them while their guard is down. And I really like that. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting way to do things, instead of just wildly swinging your sword about. Really? Tell me more about this Isle of the Goddess. It's totally not like I've been living there my entire life. Yeah, I want to know more. Really? Tell me more. Uh-huh. Maybe. Mm-hmm. Uh, hmm. Hmm. I mean, the thing about the pumpkins isn't too far off. Okay, I will give you that much. That much is true. I mean, sure. Why not? Okay, so Link just walks up to himself. I was kind of wondering what would happen if I chose not to walk up to it, but I guess it happens in a cutscene. Yes, I used magic. I'm a wizard. Link is a wizard. Okay. So, I'm gonna save. But I'm not gonna go to the sky, because I have no need to do that yet. I saved. You wouldn't understand. It's meta. Just hold on. Don't worry about it. Okay. Let's actually move this log. There we go. And I think if I stand on this, then it goes away, right? I don't have to... No? Okay. Well, I'm gonna remove that beacon, because I don't want that sitting there the whole time. Here we are, Faron Woods. Oh. I personally really love the Faron Wood theme. I love the Faron Woods theme from this game. I think it's really cheerful and beautiful and upbeat, and it's just... oh. Okay. You wanted me? No, I thought you wanted me. Oh, no, it's my dowsing that wants me. Yeah, Zelda's somewhere over there. Gonna at least talk to that statue, because I want to make sure that I can fly back to it later. Nice. Okay. And I want to head through here. Hey, you. Yeah, you. There we go. Ooh, I need that. There we go. Let's go talk to this little thing. Yeah, they come in green. I'm lime flavored. See, things come in. They come in lime, strawberry, cherry, blue raspberry, and snozberry. I mean, 5%. There's still a chance. I really think that thing is Zelda. I'm sure of it. Either that or it ate Zelda. It could have done that. It totally ate Zelda. 100%. Something else, just, I know I talk a lot about detail, but this is something that might get overlooked by someone, is this is textured, and it has sand actually rolling down it. So it's not just a static little cliff here. It's textured to show that the soil there is loose and that you're gonna slide off. And all the tiny little details of this game just add up, and it just... I love it. Another little thing is here. Mushrooms releasing a little powder and actually showing, not for long, but they actually show the slice marks. Accurate to how you sliced your sword. I love that. I just... Ooh! Did it get you? Okay. There we go. Oh. Come on. Okay, there we go. There you go. Now you're responding. Every once in a while it hiccups a little bit, and sometimes the motion controls don't respond for like half a second. Here, let me talk to you. After I just scared the life out of you, sliced up some mushrooms you were hiding behind, and acted really threatening. Where'd it go? I can't see it. It's camouflaged so well. Where'd it go? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh. Oh, there it is. There it is. It was hidden so well. Fee, you're scaring it. Fee. Fee, you're scaring it. Oh. Okay. So just another tiny little detail that I like here is, so this is supposed to be a plant creature. They could have just made that fur, but they made it grassy. They could have just made that fur. They could have just made that a generic fur texture. With the trees as well, they made the bark all go in a direction so that it looks natural. I know I'm talking a lot about the design and about how everything was fit together for this game, but I just really love it because it's so detailed. Like, things the player normally wouldn't even take a close look at are detailed. Which is why I find it such a shame that a lot of people tend to just be very, very harsh towards this game. Because it's... the people who made this put a lot of effort into it, into detailing everything so that it looked like that. Into developing the art style for it, into modeling everything. A lot of work was put into this. Okay, so where are we? Okay, we're back here. I think we should probably push this off the ledge here. And usually... yep, there it is. Nice little amber relic. These things are all over the place. Just everywhere. Okay, So I think we were meant to go... Where are we? Probably up here. Okay. This is another really cool little thing. Nice. There we go. Nice. Let's push this down here. Grab another little amber relic. There we go. There we go. Wait, what? That actually makes a sound. That's weird. Yes, very ingenious camouflage. Some of the sounds the kick we make. I love it. Nope, I'm good. I also probably won't need it, but as a first-time player, that's something really useful that they do. So they don't just leave you in the dark and say, hey, find these, go have fun. Which would be a lot more challenging, but it's also very good and very open to first-time players to be able to do that. And to get a general idea of where things are. This is another really good mechanic here, because you have to dodge those by moving back and forth, and you have to carefully make sure that as you're walking, you move the Wii remote in a way that makes sense. So you move it left and then right, just as you would put one foot before the other and try to balance. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna grab that. That's a nice little useful trinket. Nice little ornamental skull. Boom, nice. So it's in a tree up there. And there's a rope there in the tree. I got it. Let's just knock it down so it falls flat on its face, potentially killing it. Perfect plan. Ooh, are those? No, those are just textures. Okay. And then this here. Oof. Oof. Something else I like is they really expanded on the climbing mechanic from Wind Waker. Or rope swinging and rope climbing mechanic from Wind Waker. And I think it works really well. Come here. Come here. Where are you? No, let me... Oh, I got pooped on. Oh wait, why don't I just do this? And then... No, easy. There we go. Wait for it. Where is it gonna come down? There we go. Got it. And I get rewarded with a nice, cool 20 rupees. And more of these birds. I'm just gonna ignore them for now. I'm gonna ignore those birds for now, because they are annoying to deal with. There we go. Okay. There we go. Nope. Nope. Here we go. So I've taken all of your grass. No, honestly, this one did have a good hiding spot, though. Okay. Uh-oh. Oop. Okay. And I'm just gonna sneak on through here. Okay. And I'm pretty sure... Where is the Elder? Ooh! That art piece there be looking pretty fine. Let's do that. Okay, and I'm just gonna jump down here because I think this is, yeah. This is pretty much the right way to go. Except that it's not. Except that it is. I gotta go this way. I'm gonna grab that though. What is my max rupee count? Be in gear, wouldn't it? 300. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, excuse me. Uh-oh. But how do we get to it? Do we climb up here? There we go. Got it. Okay. And our first item, a nice slingshot. There we go. And across we go. Now, where is it again? Through there, so we want to go this way? Yeah, we want to go this way on over to the... Come on. Out of your hiding spot. There we go. Ooh, that's a 20. There we go. Okay, now we just gotta sneak past these guys again. Should be fairly... Nope. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so there's a statue here, and it's about 3. So, I think I'm gonna leave this off here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time in the next episode, video, whatever. Still figuring this out. Okay.